Okay, just want to run through the setup of the F18 with Lou's AR7000, my DX7S, Lou's DX8 should be very similar if not identical. Two motors, or one contra rotating motor, two ESCs which are in there, two servos for the stabs, two aileron servos and two ESCs, and a BEC and a receiver battery. So first of all, get a receiver, look at notes. The first thing is the left ESC goes into the throttle port. Bear with me while I put you down. He's in there. The left aileron goes into the aileron port. And then we've got the left stabilizer, offline stabilizer, goes into auxiliary 2. Okay, and then to the other side we've got ESC right goes into the rudder channel. I'll tell you about that in a second. And then we've got offline stabilizer right, which goes into the elevator channel. Okay, then that just leaves the right aileron to go into auxiliary 1. And then the BEC to go into the BAT data port on the bottom. That's the outside because that's negative. There we go. There we have it. Everything all nicely wired up. I need to put these aileron servos into the wings obviously with extensions. Haven't got around to doing that yet because I'm just trying to figure out the best way to fix these wings into place. So next thing, now it's all connected up, is on the transmitter, in your system setup, scroll down to wing type and you want to set it so that you've got dual aileron and dual elevator, because that's what effectively, that's what we've got. Okay, go back to the main screen and then into servo setup. I've had to reverse the right aileron servo, the right elevator servo, and that's that. Now here you want your rudder trim all the way, well mine's all the way to the right, which I was a bit confused about, but hey. You want to go into mixing and then select the first mix 1, and I've mixed throttle with rudder and rate at 100 on everything. Now this trim here needs to be activated, and you need to make sure, because your rudder channel's effectively acting like a throttle, that your trim is all the way across. And for some reason it's reversed, so there you go, that's there. Throttle is also down to 0, or as close as. The reason why I've had to do a mix is because when we put the two ESCs together in a Y lead, it wouldn't work. One just kept shouting, "Oh, it's not working." So we thought best do a mix on the rudder channel. Simples. As it turns out, this radio is brilliant. So easy to do. Stuff like that. Right, so there we go. F18 on the transmitter. So next, plug in receiver battery. Have a really nice blue light on the back, and we have 2 orange lights on the receiver. We have beeping going on from the SCs because they want power. So plug in first the left ESC battery power. And then followed by the right one. So we've got that and that. The problem I was having earlier, couldn't get it to bind, but because one of the channels, i.e. the rudder one, wasn't set down to 0, absolute 0. So that's why I say do the trimming. So now, if I wiggle some sticks, we should have either one. One's going up, one's going down. Lefty uppy, downy righty, or righty downy even. And then at the back here, I don't know if you can see these. You might just be able to see that that one pushing up, the elevator's effectively coming up and down, up and down, up and down. So I think that's about covers it. If you want to see the motors running, because I'm sure you do, because they are just fantabulous. Bridge that against the wall a bit. Make sure there's plenty of clearance there so I don't do any damage. Yep. And as you get faster, both motors start to kick in. And it just looks damn cool. So there you go. Sorry we had to lie to you, Lou, but we have really set the machine, they're playing up. And hope you enjoy the video. Cheers.